Hey guys! This is Cartoon Recapped. Today we'll show you a 2012 family adventure cartoon called Ice Age: Continental Drift. Be aware of heavy spoilers. Sit back and enjoy the show. Manny and Ellie are living happily with their teenage daughter Peaches. However, while Ellie supports and accepts her daughter's desire to explore and meet new people, Manny instead becomes exceedingly overprotective, irritating Peaches and driving a wedge between the two. Meanwhile, Sid's family returns, but only to drop off the elderly granny before promptly abandoning them both. Manny then catches Peaches hanging out with a group of teenage mammoths he does not approve of, causing a heated argument between him and Peaches. Shortly after, a sudden continental breakup, caused by Scrat trying to bury his acorn again, traps Manny, Sid, Diego and Granny on moving chunks of ice, giving them no choice but to ride the current and separating them from Ellie, Peaches, and the rest of the animals, who remain on land, causing Peaches to feel guilty over her fight with her father. At the same time, a giant land shift encroaches on those remaining on land, forcing them to make their way towards a land bridge in order to get to safety under Ellie's lead. Meanwhile, Scrat finds another acorn at the bottom of the ocean, but a broken one that, inside, shows a map to the lost city of Scraplantis, which Scrat sets off for. After encountering a violent hurricane which pushes them further away from land, Manny's group is captured by a band of pirates sailing on a floating iceberg pirate ship led by a Gigantopithecus, Captain Gut, who attempts to pressure them into joining his crew. When Manny refuses, Gut tries to execute them. This leads to their escape, which inadvertently causes the ship and food supplies to sink. Gut's first mate, a female saber-tooth named Shira, is forced to join them after she is rescued after being left for dead by her crewmates. The herd washes ashore on Switchback Cove, which gives a current back to their home. After learning that Gut has enslaved a group of Hyrax and is using them to build a new iceberg ship, Manny coordinates a plan with some more Hyrax to free their comrades and steal the ship, and they are able to create a diversion. Just before they manage to escape aboard the ship, Diego, having fallen in love with Shira, tries to convince her to leave the pirates and join the herd for a better life, but Shira, starting to reciprocate Diego's feelings, while initially accepting, instead stays behind and slows Gut down so the herd can escape. Gut forms yet another ship and plots revenge on Manny. Meanwhile, during the animals' trek to the land bridge back on the mainland, Peaches joins the group of mammoths from before, only to find out that they do not care about the ongoing danger and they look down on her for being friends with a mole hog named Lewis. When Lewis overhears Peaches telling the other mammoths that they are not actually friends, Peaches realizes who her true friends are, berates the others for their cocky attitudes and storms off. After narrowly escaping a pack of sirens, Manny, Sid, Diego, and Granny return home and find that not only has the land bridge been destroyed, but Gut has beaten them and taken Ellie, Peaches, and the rest of the herd hostage. Lewis faces Gut to save Peaches, ignoring what she said about them earlier, ensuing a fight, as Granny's pet whale, Precious, arrives and fends off Gut's crew. Peaches saves Ellie, causing Manny to finally realize she has grown up. Manny defeats Gut in a final duel on an ice floe before he is saved by Precious from falling into the ocean. Gut subsequently encounters a siren that assumes the shape of a female Gigantopithecus, who eats him alive by trapping him in a giant clam. In the aftermath, Peaches happily reconciles with both Lewis and Manny, who is finally reunited with his family and friends, and Shira joins the herd and starts a romantic relationship with Diego. With their home destroyed by the land shift, Precious takes the entire herd to a lush island, where the Hyraxes from earlier have already started rebuilding their civilization. In the epilogue, Scrat finally reaches Scraplantis, where Scrattle welcomes him. When Scrat sees the acorns everywhere, he is overpowered by them and is eagerly hyperactive. When Scrattle warns him not to take any more, Scrat unsuccessfully attempts resistance, but then pulls a giant acorn plug where water comes in and flushes the entire city down, taking Scrattle and the other residents with it in the process. Scrat survives, but when trying to dig where the city is now, the ground cracks as Scrat in the middle of a dry desert known as the Death Valley. His eyes start burning and he once again screams in pain and frustration. Thanks for watching. Hope you all enjoyed and don't forget to subscribe to our channel.